So the main man of the moment, Ademola Lookman, sampling his man of the match award from last night's UEFA Champions League games. Of course, Ademola Lookman continues to thrill us with his skills, with his deliverability every single time we come out to watch this man. He just makes us proud, to be Nigerians. Obviously, he showed up yesterday, again as usual, had one assist for this game, and then also scored all in the first half of the match, which is incredibly very special. And he continues his form. I said it in the last video where I gave a little preview about the games that will be going down yesterday, and how we are looking forward to some of our players. And I did mention that Ademola Lookman is someone that I expect to get a goal or an assist. I said that specifically, and of course, it was no surprise to me for the man to perform the way that he did. It's not just about getting the goals and an assist. In the first half, he also was all over the game. He even hits the crossbar. The whole of the first 30 minutes, every count, every attempt from the Atlanta side, it was either pioneered by Lookman or no other. He was basically every build up, for this guy's attacking play. This man is so special. He's actually set a new record right now. Let me just give you a brief down of his statistics for this yesterday's game. He played for 60 minutes, touched the ball 37 times, had 4 touches inside the opposition's box, played 5 shots, of which he converted one. One of them hits one, against the crossbar, and then he won 4 possessions, created 2 chances, scored 1 goal, created 1 assist. This just shows you why he was the man of the match for that game. So the possessions won again, which is one of the players that had the highest possessions won, shows that he's also good at tracking back and defending as well. And aside from these statistics from yesterday's game, his goal and assist from yesterday has now made him the second Atlanta player to score and assist in a single Champions League game. The person that actually did it the first time was Duvan Zapata, who currently plays for Torino right now. But Lookman has obviously equaled that record, and what a great performance from the man. And interestingly, his last 7 games across European major competitions, he's now had a total of 8 goal and assist contributions, scoring 6 goals and providing 2 assists in just 7 appearances across Europe, which is something that you cannot beat. It's obviously a mind-blowing statistics. And again, we see the reason why no one should even come out to drag that African Best Player of the Year award from this guy. This guy is just, he's out of this world. But he wasn't the only Nigerian player that, actually played for his club side yesterday. We also had the likes of Rafael Onyedika, who made appearance for his club Brugge as they narrowly won Storm Graz in their second UEFA Champions League fixture. Onyedika provided the assist for that 1 goal, and was very impressive in the game. Actually played for 90 minutes and had some really fantastic impact in the match, which obviously made him have one of the best ratings on the pitch for that game. And this is just so nice to see all of our players actually performing really well for their club sides, from the defenders to the midfielders, the attackers. Everybody's really showing quality, putting in their A games, and obviously holding their own, making us proud at the same time. It just gives me hope that we have top quality players who will come represent the team this October for the Libya game. And speaking of the Libya game, Eguavoen has now talked about the prospect of actually landing the Nigerian Super Eagles head coach job on a permanent basis. And the man is talking about some criteria that NFF are going to have to meet or reach for him to consider taking that job on a permanent basis. Of course, that recently NFF announced that they are trusting him with the mandate of actually leading the Nigerian Super Eagles for these two games in October. But that mandate is by no means a permanent role. And recently he had a conversation with Real Life, and the coach was asked question about the potential to become the permanent head coach. And here's what he said. He said that to become the permanent coach of the team is obviously a really big task, and it's not something that he would just decide very quickly, that he's going to really take his time out to think about it, reflect deeply about it before he makes a decision, because it's a really big job, big responsibility. But then Eguavoen goes on to say that whatever happens, before he takes up that job, if he, assuming he was offered on a permanent basis, Austin Eguavoen stated that assuming NFF wanted to give him that job, there are a number of things that would be in place or would come in as an assurance before he even think of taking the job. And one of the things is that it says that there's going to be a long-term contract. It's not just like the case with Finidi and all the other guys that had a very, very short stint with the NFF, and they were not given any time, and they were fired once they played one or two matches and didn't get results. So Eguavoen is saying that for him to take up that role on a permanent basis, NFF will have to guarantee him a long-term contract to give him time to work different combinations with the team and build on a long-term project with the players that he has. Of course, he gave references to some of the great coaches that we've had in the past, the likes of Clement Westerhoff, back in 1989 when he was employed. Eguavoen mentioned that he was given up to like 4 or 5 years or so, from 1989 to 1994. And then John Raw, of course, the more recent one, we saw him stay up to like 6 years. And this is the kinds of contract that Eguavoen is looking forward to if he should become the head coach. And also he talks about giving him freedom and also being patient as well with him to really affect his philosophy on the team. So this is like the primary things that he will be considering before he takes up that role. But anything other than this, the man looks like he's not going to accept the role on a permanent basis. And as it stands now, Austin Eguavoen is actually handling two jobs: the caretaker job and the director of the NFF technical committee. So NFF might have to act very quickly to either secure him or get a permanent coach, for long-term project. It's not this whole caretaker system. It's not going to work for a really long time. But let me know your thoughts on that one. That is the update for this minute. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned.